At the beginning of the story, we see the time of 1050, where some Vikings go to a place with their 20 ships. Coming here, he fought with many people, and asked about a secret place where treasure is gold and silver. Now these people told the robbers about this place, but also told them not to go to this place, otherwise it will be very bad. They did not listen to these people and went to this secret place, but they did not find any gold or silver treasure there, only a wolf, a small wolf cub, after which they took this wolf with them in their ship. Then we look at the time 1,000 years later. While in a small town, the main character of the story named Thalie was living with her family. Then Thalie received a message from her friend asking her to go to a party with him. Now she starts leaving with her bag and avoiding her dad's eyes. She just tells him that I will come home late at night. Now a girl at the party who is the daughter of the town's mayor is getting jealous. Thalie and her friend are so close and takes her friend to the side where Thalie now listens to her. She was saying to her friend, "Why did you invite an outsider girl to our party? And if you do this again, it will not be good. At least tell me." She feels bad hearing this, so she starts to leave here. But the next moment she hears the noise of Mayor's daughter. So when she goes to check, she sees that the girl and her friend are in a bad condition as they were very injured. Thalie goes to them to help them. She lifts Mayor's daughter with support, and she moves forward. Then in the next step, someone attacks her shoulder. She fell down, and she was quite frightened to see that someone was going to drag Mayor's daughter from the bushes. She doesn't understand who it is. She just keeps on screaming because of fear. Well, the police also came to the accident site, including Thalie's mother, because she was also a police officer. His fellow police officer tells him that whoever attacked him here has taken the mayor's daughter with him. He has no idea that there was a girl with him who is none other than your daughter. So you have to go and ask her about it because she can tell you that her mother was very scared and immediately goes to take care of her daughter. Seeing the blood on her clothes, she asks what happened. "Are you injured?" To which she says, "No, mother. This is not my blood. It is the mayor's daughter's blood, which fell on me when I was handling her. Just a little. My shoulder is injured." After searching, they find the mayor's daughter's phone and also find a big nail on the tree. Now after some time, Thalie's eyes open where she sees her mother in front of her. She was asking Thalie that, "Now tell me what happened to you last night." Then she slowly tells her mother everything. "Suddenly I heard the mayor's daughter screaming, and when I went there, both of them were injured. But I didn't understand who attacked them because it was very dark." Now here we have a very strange thing. The color of both her eyes had changed now. Well, after that, the police officers take the statements of all the children who came to the party last night. But they don't get any specific information from the children, and they didn't even find the body of the mayor's daughter. At night, Thalie's mother searches for the nail that was matched by a wolf's absence. So she calls the police officer who is with her and tells her that it is a wolf nail. Now the next morning, Thalie's mother gets a call from the police officer who tells that the body of the mayor's daughter has been found, and when Thalie hears this, she is quite shocked as she has lost control since the accident. She started being scared all the time. Then when her mother goes to see the body of the mayor's daughter, her condition is quite bad. Those who were checking his body said that his body had been dragged for a long distance, and many parts of his body were missing, and there was a deep cut on his throat when the mother of the Thalie came out. The girl's mother was also outside, who wanted to go inside and see her daughter. But Thalie's mother doesn't let them in because her body is in such a bad condition that she obviously won't be able to see it. Now Thalie goes back to the incident site where something strange is happening to her. She sees the same girl there, the mayor's daughter. Meanwhile, an old man comes to the police station who meets Thalie's mother, as he has information related to the case. He says that the person who killed the girl you are looking for is not an ordinary wolf, but a werewolf, mean half human and half wolf, who only turns into a wolf at a certain time, when there is a full moon night. And that is the thirst for human blood, and this cycle will continue until the last wolf of this generation is killed. Hearing that, Thalie's mother shuts him up because she doesn't believe what he is saying. At the same time, she says that a girl has died here that too brutally, and you have to tell these old stories. Then he says, "Yes, I knew that no one will believe what I said." After saying that, he starts to leave, but while leaving, he tells Thalie's mother that when you believe in my words, come and meet me. At the same time, he gives them a bullet from a silver gun, and says that the one you want to kill is the werewolf. He will die only with this bullet. The other bullets will not affect him. He also puts a box of silver bullet in her jacket pocket, and Thalie's mother puts a bullet in her pocket. Now the same friend of Thalie meets her again, who invited her to the party. He says that I am sorry. Everything happened because of me. If I had not invited you there, you would not have fallen into all the things. She explains that whatever happened is not your fault. But happened is wrong after that she leaves here. When she was leaving, the mayor's daughter's friends stopped her outside. They say that what the outsiders are talking about is all true. That is, you could have saved him, but you did not save him intentionally. You didn't help her. You just kept making noise like a coward. She feels bad after hearing all these things and leaves in anger, and comes home crying and sees the wound on her shoulder in the mirror, because it was getting worse day by day. Then seeing her upset, her mother comes to talk to her. But she didn't want to talk to them. Then at night when Thalie sleeps, she has a strange dream as if she is swimming, but she is not in water but in blood. That's why she wakes up scared. We then see a doctor called to examine the body of the mayor's daughter is shown the same piece of nail, which he now confirms is Wolf's. After that, Thalie's mother goes into the forest with her companions and to catch this wolf where they find another dead body in the forest. He didn't even have a head. His condition was quite bad. So they start searching for the body and then leave the hunters alone and move forward with some of their companions. After walking for a while, a hole appears there. Then the mother of the Thalie dares to go inside it. On entering, they see a ditch there. It was quite dark inside. There was a ladder to go inside. So as she started to go down through the ladder, suddenly her foot slipped and she fell straight down. On the other hand, when hunters were near the dead body, then they heard some noises, which they were quite frightened by hearing, and now they slowly look up, where a wolf was moving towards them. The next moment he attacks them and kills them very mercilessly. The police team also heard their screams, and they quickly asked the mother of the Thalie to be brought up, so team took the guns there. It goes to kill him, and it is no use as the wolf attacks and eats them all mercilessly in turn, and we can only see blood there. When Thalie's mother was coming up the stairs, then the same wolf stood in front of her. The size was quite large. It seemed quite powerful. Seeing this, Thalie's mother's condition worsens. And now, as soon as the wolf attacks them, they go down and fall down, which injures their arm. And now the wolf also went down. Then seeing him near them, she shot at him continuously. But the bullets had no effect on the wolf. He continued to move forward. At the same time, all his bullets run out. She nervously puts her hand in her pocket. Now she finds the silver bullet which she fires at the wolf, and he collapses in a heap. Then in the next moment, Thalie's mother's eyes open in a hospital. She was perfectly fine, and had gone into a coma with them. And a lot of people in his team had also died. Meanwhile, in the college, things were going weird with the Thalie, like she was hearing very faint noises. Fed up with that, she goes to the washroom where she sees the mayor's daughter crying, now even more worried as her hallucinations continue to increase. At night, when she was sleeping, she suddenly starts walking in her sleep, during which her younger sister's eyes also open and she sees Thalie standing by a tree, then takes her hand and takes her back to the room. By then, Thalie had also regained consciousness, so her sister says, "I will always take care of you." So she tells him that I'm not feeling well, I'm very sleepy. It seems like I haven't slept in months, and she falls asleep there. Meanwhile, the doctor is checking Wolf's body, which gives him a lot of information, and he tells Thalie's mother that all the bullets you have shot the wolf have not injured him. There is a only silver bullet that has damaged him, and this bullet was the same one that the old man gave to Thalie's mother. This bullet was so strong that it caused a big wound in the body. Hearing all these things, she is quite shocked, and immediately goes with the doctor to meet the old man, and asks him to tell everything. Then he tells that I have been looking for the wolf you killed for a long time. This is quite an old-time wolf. In fact, humans experimented on humans to gain the powers of animals, which turned all humans into werewolves. And this cycle will continue until the last wolf of this generation is killed. And their generation grows, so that the human being bitten by the wolf also becomes a wolf. On the other hand, we see the Thalie that was with her friend who asks her about college, what happened to you suddenly that day. She says, I don't know what is happening with me. I am feeling strange things inside me for some time. Now her friend gets a call from his dad. He goes to answer the phone. Then Thalie is alone, where she looks at the moon, which is the full moon. That is the night when a human becomes a werewolf. And then suddenly something happens to her. She was feeling strange changes in her body. After that, she also turns into a wolf. After some time, when her friend returns to look for her, she attacks him too, and kills and eats him. The next morning, when Thalie's eyes open, she is covered in blood and spits out her friend's finger in her mouth. She then looks at her reflection in the mirror and gets scared because her face is like an animal. She doesn't understand what happened to me and what I did with my friend last night. Covering her mouth, she goes to the accident site and finds that her friend is dead. She is sad to see this, but she thinks that now she should go away from everyone. In this condition, she can't even stay with her family, so as soon as night falls, she gets into a bus. There were many people in the bus, but as soon as they see her, she turns into a wolf completely. Hearing the noises, everyone comes to see her. Then she attacks many people and kills them very mercilessly, which also causes a bus accident. As soon as her mother hears about this, she immediately goes to the bus with the doctor to investigate, during which she finds her daughter's locket, which she believes is the new wolf. It's none other than her own daughter, Thalie. She also tells the doctor about this and says we have to find her soon. We then see a scene at Thalie's house where her sister is drawing. Who can't speak, she feels like someone is following her as soon as she turns around. It's a wolf. Seeing that, she was very scared. She could not speak, so obviously she could not shout for help. But when she looked into her eyes, she understood that is my sister. When Thalie looks into her eyes, she stops. Her dad came from behind and attacked him. Then they gave him electric shocks and came out with his daughter, and quickly got into the car and started leaving here, but they got injured in all of them. He was not able to drive the car properly. He fainted, and his car was also accidented. Thalie's sister gets out of the car and goes to hide. By then, the wolf has also followed them. Many people in the town have also come because they know that there has been an accident. Thalie has seen them all. They were too many people, so she attacks them. Now people start running away in fear. But here she had killed and eaten many people, and blood was spread everywhere. Now Thalie's sister comes here because she is very sad to see her sister like this. She starts going to talk to him. She stands right in front of her sister and says with gestures that I will always take care of you. His mother and the doctor had also gone here. Seeing the opportunity, they shot an arrow at the wolf, from which she was wounded but not dead. And taking advantage of this, these people went and hid in a store. And in a short while there was silence everywhere. But then suddenly there is a bright light of a car in which it was actually an old man and attacks him. After slapping her, he rams the car into the store. He was also injured and fell there, and by then, the wolf had also arrived and killed him too. And then attacks her mother. She was trying hard to protect herself. Even the doctor is unable to help him, as he was under things and has a stick in his hand. Because of the pain he was suffering from, he could not even lift the injection lying beside him. Now all this was being seen by Thalie's sister, so she dares to go out there and she injects the werewolf, her sister, due to which she fell down there and became unconscious. The scene is cut here. We then see Thalie's mother crying in front of her daughter and says, "I didn't take care of you." She apologizes to him, and then she starts thinking that I can't leave her like this. She is too much of a danger to people, and I can't kill her with my own hands. Then she picks up the silver bullet in the gun and tries to kill him. But here we can't see whether she killed her daughter or not. Then in the next scene she places a silver bullet in front of a picture of Thalie, which meant she didn't shoot Thalie, and the story ends there. Don't forget to subscribe our channel for more videos.